Hey folks, it's Dan here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got our first live game as Slovan Bratislava manager, and to celebrate this occasion, I've got my Slovan Bratislava shirt on. It's the Europa Conference League first league game against Dinamo Minsk. Let's go. Hey folks, and welcome back. This is episode 15, and it is Dan here, aka Teach Gets Taught, and we are continuing our save with Slovan Bratislava. Now, since the last update on how our season was going, we have played 4 games since qualifying for the Europa Conference League proper. We immediately messed up in the league against Podbrezova, who were bottom of the league. We heavily rotated in that in that game, and there wasn't necessarily any need to rotate that heavily, and I just got caught out. They scored in the 3rd minute and then just held us at arm's length for the rest, so that was completely my mistake. We then bounced back with a 2-0 win at home against Prešov, and we absolutely spanked Liptovsky Hradok in the Slovak first round, 12-0. But they are basically a non-league team. We then beat Ružomberok 2-0 away, who were at the time 5th, and the net effect of all that is that we are in 3rd behind Dunajska Streda, and Trnava are at the top of the pile. In today's very quick episode, we are going to play Dinamo Minsk. So this is in a neutral ground. I assume that's been put into FM 2024 because of the facts that Belarusian and Ukrainian teams cannot be playing in Belarus or Ukraine. So so let's get into it. We are seemingly the favourites to win this game, and this is the team that we are going to go for. I did get my wife to help me with pronunciation of place names, but I am going to butcher some of these names because all the little accents on the letters aren't there, and I can pronounce Slovakian words fairly well, but not without all the proper kind of accents and what have you. So we've got Morozek in goal, Sadidla right back, Barnes and Meshik as our centre back pairing, Anton Say on the left as a wing back. We've got Duda playing at the base of the midfield there as an anchor. Shivertsky is our ball-winning midfielder, with Miroslav Gono pairing up with him in a more attacking role. And then we've got Samuel Datko, Tyler Goodrum, and Thomas Karas up top. We have made a couple of signings since you were last with us, but neither are in the squads because we already registered our squads for the league phase. We brought in Niegos Petrovic, who is a ball-winning midfielder, 30 years old, nice and experienced, provides us with a bit of depth. And I couldn't help myself, I bought another central midfielder. This guy looks absolutely boss. 28-year-old German, former under-21 international, Denis Husin Basic, I guess, who I believe he is German, but he has Bosnian as another nationality, but he speaks good Croatian. Okay. So neither of whom can be registered. We do have a ridiculously bloated squad. There are some players that I'd really dearly quite like to get rid of. Lopez being one. Evangelou is a bit troublesome, but he's not transfer listed. Also, Blackman is on the transfer list, and I wanted to say there was someone else, but I'm not seeing anyone kind of staring, kind of popping out from the list. So maybe it's just them two. So I know that this squad is way too big, and I need to get rid of a bunch of players. But I'm hopeful that we have, if we can keep people mostly happy, that we should be able to kind of see through a decent Europa Conference League campaign, and also the try and win the Slovak First Division. Right, okay, so let's get started. Let's get through all the preliminary rubbish and get going. This is really exciting. Our first European night proper in the main draw. Yeah, continental night in a proper draw, because we never got to do it with YSCC Yokohama, unfortunately, who I will make a note to go back and check out. Okay, we are back. Yeah, I decided to put a cut rather than make you suffer through the pre-match interviews and what have you, but we do have an early highlight. Goodrum crossing in for Datko, and a penalty bizarrely has been given. So it looks like we've started brightly. I've put it on balanced, not particularly sure why, but penalty has been awarded, and it is Shividersky to take it, and he has put that away just about. Keeper did get close to it, and we are up and running. Excellent news, really, really good, very pleasing indeed. Okay, yeah, just as a bit of an interlude, it's weird being in a league where you're always expected to win, and anything short of a win is seen as a massive failure. It is essentially it seems to me, although I'm no expert, to be certainly in real life pretty much a one horse, if not two horse league, between Dunajska Strada and Slovan Bratislava. So it's interesting, and actually it's one of these saves that I've seen other YouTubers play and certainly talk about, but essentially you are living just for the European nights. And there is our second goal. So Miroslav Gono has scored that second. He is quite a bright player who's come to me with concerns because we bought the German fella in, wanting assurances about playing time, and I couldn't satisfy him. I said competition was healthy, etc., etc., and he's had a bit of a strop about it. So pleased for him that he's managed to score. We have a cross in. Morozek manages to scoop that up one rather nicely. Header from Gono to absolutely no one, and Dinamo Minsk pick that up. But we are trying to hunt down the ball. They've played that as that was a dubious exchange between Sadidla and the centre back, but we've got Shvedescu on the ball. Gono plays it outright to Goodrum, and he has scored an absolute belter there from a relatively tight angle, and we are sitting very pretty right now, which is excellent news. Datko is looking tired. He has played a lot recently. He scored 4 goals in that first round cup match, and because I wanted to give him some minutes, and he did really rather well, so I've played him since, so no wonder he's tired. Datko again with a ball in. Minsk clear their lines, but only as far as say. Goodrum picks the ball up, cutting inside, and he's hit another long range shot. Yeah, looking okay. We might be able to get away with making some fairly early changes just to spread some minutes around. But not going to make any changes at half time. Don't think there's any need to do that. Again, this 4-3-3 wing play, I'm not entirely sure about it, but it seems to work. What it does certainly do is, the centre forwards really have to work for their goals. I mean, really have to work for their goals. A lot of goals are coming from the wingers, crosses coming into the far post, but also from midfielders kind of coming in, scooping up second balls that where a cross has come in, the defenders have tried to clear their lines, and then the midfielders are kind of coming in and pouncing on it and scoring long range shots from outside the box. Sorry, that was another cut that was put in. My wife came in just to talk about cooking related things. So I think I was talking about where the goals are coming from and the fact that the forwards really aren't kind of covering themselves in too much glory. But hey ho. So I'm sure Karas is doing absolutely fine, but a 6.6 rating and no highlights involving him is not the best. So we will continue to plough on and then look to make some changes, but I would like to gravitate away from wing play before too long. I'll lean into the fact that we don't have like a huge amount of, really good, or what I would call, very good strikers. Maybe it's just an indication of where we are as a big club within a relatively, lower mid-table, if you can pardon that expression, kind of European league. I'm not going to say minor, but not too far away from a minor league. So maybe just can't get the quality of strikers, but we do have a lot of really good midfields. So whilst I've been talking, we somehow have managed to get to 60 minutes, so we're going to start to make some changes. I think I'm going to bring on Panya on the right. Why not? And who else can I bring off? We don't have. I'm pretty sure. So I think Sadidla can play on the left, and we'll bring in Mitsuda on the right, or Michuda on the right. Okay, that will do. Stanislav Laskar. You are left-footed, so how many subs can we make? 5. Okay, maybe we'll leave that there for now and let's make some more changes in about 10 minutes. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. Yeah, I think it's relevant testament to how this game's going that I'm not really talking about the game, though we do have a highlight for Minsk potentially where they've worked it out onto the right wing and they've got numbers. We are slightly overloaded and then just squandered the shot, which is a little bit sloppy from us that we managed to get overrun, so we do need to be careful. Now our left back's knackered, but we don't have anyone that can play on the left really. I don't think. Anyone here? No. Don't know why I'm looking at him. You can't. You're just a centre back. Yeah, you're not suitable for that really, are you? What about Laskar? No, of course not. Why? You're left-footed, but apparently you can just about play out on the right. Okay, well we'll just run him into the ground. Can we? like to give some minutes to Patrick Mislovic. He is coming back from a broken leg. He is wanted by our rivals, Dinamo Strada, but we're saying no at the moment. I do want to see what this guy has got, so I think, do we give him, no, we might give him 10 minutes just to be safe. Goodrum can come off for Illich, who hasn't been played that well of late, but we'll give him a bit of time, and I think we will make a fourth sub and we will put on Christian Riviera as our ball winning midfielder. That will be okay-ish. I think the game potentially is as good as one, although the keeper has just spilt that, and then the defender has failed to put it out, but we do. The highlight still continues, but maybe that's because, I've made a tactical change, inverted commas, so, but the highlight, yeah, no, okay, so there was a highlight there. Okay, Karas has played pretty poorly for a team that are 3-0 up, and that is the worrying thing, that I can't really seem to activate my forwards. Our English guy, Abu is his first name, I just can't remember his last name. What is his last name? He's injured. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, Abu Kamara, of course. Yeah, Kamara, I thought it was Kamara. He has done, within the same system, he's played well in the league, but hasn't scored in Europa, so I don't know. It's something to work on for sure, because I definitely want my forwards to score more. Okay, so Mislovic is on, and we look pretty tired, but I would say that is a, wow, 5-5, jeez. Livingston, they turned us down. Shame we didn't get them. We got Motherwell though from Scotland. So they're all absolutely gassed, but that is a good day at the office. Good times, excellent. Well done, lads. It's a good win for us. Brilliant. Good. So there we are, in the top 8, which is nice. I don't think it will stay that way for the rest of the campaign, but crucially we have got that sweet cash, 428 grand, which is good because we're losing money hand over fists, because now we are over our wage budget. I've done it again. Can I make any massive change to that? Not really, but we will shift it anyway just to make it look slightly better. So we're only 9 grand-ish over. Can live with that. Okay, Dinamo Strada are in again. They're offering some fairly big money now. Yeah. I know you're thinking of going, why would I send you, apart from the fact that we've just got way too many midfielders now. Yeah, for everything. Okay, I mean, that's a ball winning midfielder. Yeah, you're second. To be honest, I don't really feel the need to sell him. When's his contract up? Yeah, not for another 3 years. I feel there is no compulsion whatsoever to sell him, especially to a rival. Maybe in the future, but absolutely not. So, yeah, very nice. The one thing that I've involved you all in that. One thing I would like to do is show, or let's find out together where Yokohama are at. Okay, they're still fourth. So they, when was the last time we were there? Yeah. Okay, we may have beaten Makita 2-0. We definitely didn't beat Kawasaki Frontale 3-1, so I think this is the last game they were at. So they have won one, lost one, then they beat Uwara Red, that's a good result. They lost to Kobe, so 1-2, lost 2, drawn against Tosu, and beaten Kyoto. So yeah, who did they get drawn? Have they been drawn against in the Champions League? Get in, good lads. So they beat Ichion, a South Korean team. Yeah, they beat them 1-0, which is excellent. That's really good. They're close to my heart now. Yeah, so they'll have a big game against Pathum United, which will be coming up down the line. That's their next game away, so we'll keep an eye on them just to see how they're getting on. But I think, in terms of, as I said in a previous video, in terms of us, I'm going to play Petr Žalka off camera, and I'll come back in the next episode and we'll do this double header. Yeah, I think a triple header would be too much, but we'll do a double header. Turnabout away, who are currently first, and then Dunajska Streda at home, and they are currently second. So that looks like a fairly big episode. But thank you very much for watching, and I hope you all have an excellent week, and I will catch you very soon. Bye bye.